There's a truth that almost no one tells us when we're young, but it becomes impossible to ignore as we grow older. The strength in our legs silently shapes our independence. Simple tasks like walking, standing up, or climbing stairs can suddenly become a real challenge. Imagine, it's a regular morning. You're getting ready to leave the house, but today your legs feel unusually heavy, as if they don't want to keep up. They tremble slightly with each step. Going down the stairs leaves you breathless. You grab the handrail and stop halfway. This isn't laziness, it's that your legs, slowly and quietly, have lost their strength. And there's something you need to hear clearly. Every 11 seconds, an older adult is hospitalized due to a fall related to leg weakness. That may seem like just a statistic, but behind every fall there is fear, pain, and often a loss of independence that's hard to recover. As a nutritionist with years of experience, having worked with hundreds of patients between the ages of 50 and 90, I can tell you with complete certainty, weak legs are not something you must accept as an inevitable part of aging. They are a direct result of what you do or don't do every day. And no, you don't need to completely change your life or spend a fortune on treatments. The solution may already be in your kitchen. Just 4 simple, accessible foods can make a huge difference in your muscles, joints, and balance. I've seen real success stories, like Donna Carmen, 74, who slipped in her kitchen and thought she'd need a cane forever. But after just 3 months of small changes in her diet, she was walking confidently in the park again. Or Don Luis, 80, who used to need help just to get out of a chair, and today he climbs up and down his stairs with ease. I'm going to tell you exactly what they did. It all starts with what you eat, because your body hasn't given up. It's just waiting for the right fuel, so don't go just yet. The first food I'll talk about not only improves leg strength, it also helps with your sleep and mood in the coming days. But before we begin, tell us, where are you watching from and how old are you? Leave a comment, we're more inspired by you than you think. Let's begin. The first food may be small, but it's the foundation for rebuilding leg strength starting today. Food number 1. Chickpeas. Chickpeas, friends. After years of working with older adults, one truth remains clear. Sometimes the simplest foods offer the most powerful and lasting benefits. One of those hidden treasures is the humble chickpea. These small, round legumes, also known as garbanzo beans, are often forgotten in the pantry. But they hold a secret. They are one of the best natural foods to recover and maintain leg strength, especially as we age. Chickpeas are rich in plant-based protein, essential for keeping muscles strong, stable, and well-supported. Starting around age 50, the body begins to lose muscle mass more rapidly. This process, called sarcopenia, can lead to weaker legs, poor balance, and a higher risk of falls. Regularly including chickpeas in your diet can slow down this muscle loss, leading to stronger, more resilient legs. But that's not all. Chickpeas are packed with magnesium, iron, and vitamin B6, nutrients essential for muscle contractions, reducing fatigue and proper communication between the nervous system and muscles. When magnesium and B6 work together, they help reduce cramps, stiffness, and that heavy leg feeling many older adults know all too well. A 2019 study by the University of Murcia found that older adults who ate chickpeas 3 times a week lost 22% less muscle mass than those who didn't eat them regularly. That's not just a number. It's a practical, real way to stay active, independent, and safe when walking. And this isn't just theory, the benefits are real in everyday life. I remember Don Ernesto, a 74-year-old patient from Guadalajara. After a fall on the stairs, he wasn't looking for painkillers. He just wanted to regain strength in his legs. We worked on his diet and added chickpeas 3 times a week. He used them in stews, salads, and soups. Just 5 weeks later, Don Ernesto was walking confidently through his neighborhood. No more trembling, no more struggling to get up from a chair. His transformation showed how powerful small dietary changes can be. For most of my older patients, I recommend starting with about half a cup, about 125 grams, of cooked chickpeas per serving. Eaten several times a week, they can significantly improve leg strength, energy levels, and mobility. The best part about chickpeas is their versatility. You can roast them with olive oil, lemon, and herbs for a Mediterranean-style snack. Add them to a salad with cucumber, red onion, and parsley. Or make a warm soup with turmeric, black pepper, carrot, and celery, perfect for improving circulation and reducing inflammation. Here's a useful tip. If using dried chickpeas, soak them overnight with a pinch of baking soda. This helps break down phytic acid, improving iron absorption and making them easier to digest. This is especially helpful for older adults who experience inflammation, stomach sensitivity, or dizziness from low iron. The step that's simple can make a big difference in how your body absorbs nutrients. By incorporating chickpeas into your meals a few times a week, you're not just adding flavor, you're building stronger legs, better balance, and a healthier future. Pumpkin seeds. Let's continue, because this second food not only helps strengthen muscles, it also tackles a common but often overlooked problem affecting millions of older adults: nighttime leg cramps. If chickpeas are the foundation for building strong muscles, pumpkin seeds are the precision tool that supports the nervous system, ensuring that muscles and nerves work together with control, fluidity, and calm. Though these small crunchy seeds may seem like just a snack, they're packed with nutrients, especially magnesium, a key mineral for muscle coordination, proper nerve function, and preventing cramps. Unfortunately, many people over age 50 have a magnesium deficiency without even knowing it. Magnesium deficiency can occur even when following a healthy diet. This lack can cause subtle but bothersome symptoms: restless legs, muscle spasms, stiffness, or persistent fatigue after mild activity. But pumpkin seeds don't just provide magnesium. They also contain zinc, healthy fats, and antioxidants, nutrients that reduce joint inflammation and protect cartilage. This makes them especially helpful for people with stiff or swollen knees, or those who spend long hours on their feet. This combination of muscular, joint, and nervous system benefits makes pumpkin seeds a unique solution for several discomforts older adults face in their legs and feet. In a 2020 clinical study by the Complutense University of Madrid, adults over 55 who consumed 30 to 40 grams of pumpkin seeds daily for 6 weeks experienced 31% reduction in nighttime leg cramps, significant improvements in balance and stability, even when performing simple exercises like standing on one leg. These results are not just lab-based. They translate into real, practical improvements, helping people feel more stable, secure, and well-rested. I've seen it in my own practice. One of my patients, Dona Rosario, a 68-year-old woman from Puebla, suffered from intense calf cramps for years. The cramps would wake her up at 3 a.m., leaving her sore and exhausted during the day. She had tried warm compresses, massages, and nighttime stretches. Nothing worked. Then I suggested a simple change: a handful of toasted, unsalted pumpkin seeds eaten around 4 p.m. each day. Just 3 weeks later, the cramps had significantly decreased, and by the 6th week, they had virtually disappeared. For the first time in years, Dona Rosario woke up with rested legs, no tension, ready for the day. She slept better, had more energy, greater focus, and even resumed her morning walks with enthusiasm. It all started with that small change. For most people, I recommend about 30 grams, around 2 tablespoons, of unsalted pumpkin seeds. They're easy to include. Sprinkle them on hot oatmeal, add them to salads, mix with cooked vegetables, or simply eat them lightly toasted on their own. Eat them between 3 o'clock and 5:00 p.m. This gives your body time to absorb the magnesium and balance the nervous system before bedtime. It's a small change that promotes relaxation, reduces muscle tension, and improves sleep quality. Sometimes the biggest improvements in health come from the smallest, most sustainable changes. Adding pumpkin seeds to your daily routine is one of those changes. Easy, affordable, and highly effective for regaining muscle control, relieving cramps, and improving overall comfort in your legs. This tiny food might just be the relief your legs and your sleep have been waiting for. Seaweed. Now we reach the core of the matter, and this next food may truly surprise you. It doesn't grow in fields or orchards. It comes from the ocean. It's soft, light, sometimes as thin as a sheet of paper, and can go unnoticed on your plate. But don't be fooled by its subtle appearance. This marine plant has incredible power to rejuvenate joints and rebuild bones that may have gradually weakened with age. If you've noticed a crunching sound when rising from a chair, or a grinding sensation in your knees when turning or climbing stairs, it's not just typical aging, it's your body sending signals. Your joints and bones need hydration, nutrition, and restoration. Fortunately, nature offers a powerful solution. Seaweed in particular, types like wakame, kombu, sea lettuce, and brown algae stand out for their high content of organic calcium iodine. Unique anti-inflammatory compounds such as fucoidan and laminarin. These are not ordinary nutrients. They serve vital functions, strengthening bone structure, relieving stiff, or inflamed joints protecting cartilage from deterioration supporting the production of synovial fluid, the substance that cushions joints and allows smooth, pain-free movement. In 2021, researchers published a revealing study in the American Journal of Community Nutrition at IT concluded that women over 60 who included seaweed in their diet 2 to 3 times a week had up to 16% more bone density than those who didn't eat it regularly. This isn't just a statistic, it's a critical point at that age because even a minor fall can lead to a serious fracture, especially of the hip, impacting independence and quality of life. That I recall one of the most inspiring cases. Maria, a vibrant 70-year-old and former yoga instructor. Unfortunately, a chronic knee injury due to arthritis forced her to stop teaching. As part of her recovery, we didn't just rely on medications or exercises, we reviewed her nutrition. That's when we introduced seaweed into her diet. We started with warm miso soup with wakame and tofu crunchy seaweed salads with a dash of vinegar nori sheets used in rice bowls or veggie wraps. At first, the change seemed minimal, but within just 2 months, something remarkable happened. Her inflammation decreased, the pain eased, she was able to resume gentle stretches. For someone who thought her days of flexibility were over, it was a complete transformation. Today, Maria still eats seaweed regularly. She says her joints feel lighter, her balance has improved, and her energy is more consistent. The good news: you don't need drastic changes to feel the benefits. Just adding seaweed 2 or 3 times a week can make a real difference. You can enjoy it in many ways. Add wakame to soup, sprinkle seaweed flakes on salads, use nori sheets to wrap cooked vegetables, rice, or lean proteins to create light, nutritious meals. Bonus cooking tip: when preparing broth with seaweed, add a few thin slices of fresh ginger and a drop of sesame oil. Not only does it improve the flavor, but it also enhances calcium absorption and provides warmth to the digestive system. This is especially useful for older adults with sensitive digestion or slower metabolism. Don't underestimate this ocean vegetable. Though it may seem simple, seaweed acts like a deep healer, reinforcing bones, reducing joint stiffness, improving mobility, restoring your body's natural rhythm. Think of it as a gentle yet powerful guide that helps you regain fluid movement, balance, and freedom in your daily life. When your legs stop hurting in the morning, you'll realize that healing sometimes begins with the most humble gifts: a strange numbness in your calves, tingling in your toes, or the sensation that walking feels disconnected, as if your legs are moving but your brain isn't fully registering it. This could be the missing link. These symptoms are often caused by malnourished peripheral nerves, and if ignored, they can gradually affect your stability and confidence. The good news? Avocados, with their soft texture and creamy taste, are much more than a trendy food. They are neurological allies. They are rich in monounsaturated fats, especially oleic acid, which strengthens the membranes of nerve cells and improves communication between your brain, spinal cord, and lower limbs. This kind of support helps you feel more coordinated, more present, and less prone to tripping or taking missteps. But avocado doesn't stop there. It also provides a healthy dose of potassium, which is essential for fluid balance, muscle contraction, and cramp prevention. It's also high in vitamin E, a protective antioxidant that shields delicate nerve endings from oxidative stress and age-related deterioration. In 2021, a fascinating study from the American Institute of Nutrition and Geriatrics found that older adults, especially those over 65, who included avocados in their breakfasts at least 4 times a week, showed noticeable improvements in balance, posture, and lower limb stability within just 6 weeks. This benefit was especially meaningful for people already dealing with subtle but worrying instability, like difficulty rising from a chair, climbing stairs, or walking on uneven surfaces. I remember one case in particular. Miguel, 79, a retired schoolteacher, came to my office deeply concerned. His feet were starting to go numb, and the sensation made him question whether he could continue doing what he loved most: walking through the park with his grandson. We reviewed his routine and made one key change. We replaced his sugary breakfast with something simple but transformative: a slice of whole grain bread with mashed avocado, chia seeds, and a splash of lemon juice. That one change made all the difference. After just 4 weeks, Miguel returned with a light in his eyes. He smiled and told me something I'll never forget: "I can feel the ground under my feet again, and the footsteps of my grandson beside mine." It wasn't magic, It was consistent, nutrient-rich nutrition. You can start this same journey today. Try eating avocado 3 to 4 times per week, using 1/3 to half an avocado each time. Morning is the ideal time for absorption, though it also works great as an afternoon snack to sustain energy and support nerve health. Use it in versatile ways. Spread it on toast, dice it into a quinoa salad, blend it into a smoothie with banana and almond milk, enjoy it in wraps with leafy greens. Its versatility makes it easy to fit into your routine. Here's a small but powerful tip I often share with my patients. Add crushed walnuts, chia seeds, or a pinch of flax seeds on top of mashed avocado. These additions not only enhance the flavor, but also boost your intake of omega-3 fatty acids and extra vitamin E2 nutrients that strengthen nerve pathways, protect joints, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. Don't underestimate the quiet strength of this fruit. Though avocado is soft to the touch, it acts like an internal shield, supporting nerve function, stabilizing muscle control, helping every step you take feel more secure, steady, and connected. It's not just food. It's a subtle but powerful reset for your lower body, guiding you back to clarity, coordination, and the confidence to walk freely once again. As you can see, simply by adding these 4 specific foods to your weekly routine, you're not just supporting your muscles, joints, and nerves, you're actively investing in your independence and the way you move through life. Don't wait until you're leaning on a cane or depending on someone just to walk. Start now with your next meal. Whether it's a bit of avocado, a handful of pumpkin seeds, or a warm bowl of seaweed soup, every small step today reinforces your freedom tomorrow. If this video opened your eyes to something valuable for your health, please give it a like. It helps us know that you're walking this journey with us. Share it with friends, family, or anyone you love who deserves to walk with more stability and ease. And remember to subscribe so you don't miss any tips that help you stay active, balanced, and independent at 50, 60, 70, and beyond. I want to hear from you in the comments. Are you already eating any of these foods? Which one are you most excited to try first? Tell me below. We'll meet again in the next video, where every step brings new strength. Stay with us. This is just beginning. Let's go.